I have the privilege of serving with GoSendMe Global as the Sports Missions Director. This is a huge opportunity to be able to empower and equip young men and women who are called and ready to be sent into the world of sports, onto the athletic field, into the training hall, in a way to build relationships that allows athletes to be able to share their faith in a compelling way, to be able to learn more about God's call on their life, and to then send them into their own networks to be able to train others to go into the nations. I've seen how sports ministry has been used to bring people to the saving knowledge of Jesus Christ, but then it has also allowed for coaches and missionaries to disciple these young believers in a way that empowers them and equips them to share their faith through this new skill and talent. Had one member of a baseball camp about 5 or 6 years ago who had never heard the gospel. God used these baseball camps as a way to share our faith, for me as a coach to share my faith through the course of the baseball camp. And God used that time to grab hold of this young man's life. Now, he is a coach who follows Jesus. He is a coach who runs baseball clinics in his home country, a baseball coach who is able to build relationships. As he grows in his faith, he gets to share his faith with his athletes. And so as we invite teams and coaches and athletes to be able to travel into new countries to be able to share their faith through sports, we have these opportunities to come alongside local missionaries and to help them as they do the work that God has called them to do. You know, God has equipped us all with different gifts and talents. There are many athletes who have a desire to share their faith, who have a desire to grow in their faith, and yet they don't realize that God can use that to build his kingdom. As we work with athletes in Europe, we seek to build up coaches who aren't only coaching the skills and the techniques necessary for the game, but they're pointing these athletes to the source of truth, to the source of salvation. And as we make disciples amongst these national players, we hope that they will then, through the various opportunities that they have through their sport, to go and impact other places. There's great opportunities for short-term trips, for college teams, for high school teams, as a way to build their trust amongst themselves, but then to also see how God works beyond just their day-to-day practice and their season schedule. Working with GoSendMe Global has been a huge encouragement. Knowing that I have the ability and the support to be able to follow Jesus in whatever he calls us to do.